I want to give a big shout out to our crowd. Our crowd was amazing tonight. You know, our guys thrive off that energy and that juice. Seeing the stands packed and watching our guys interact with it, you know, with when they really got excited. And obviously, you guys bring a little bit of that too. You know, you guys do a great job with the coverage and highlighting our guys. And you know, our crowd likes to see you guys in the gym, you know, highlighting our guys. So it was just a special night. So I appreciate everybody for their hand in it. So.
Well, I mean, that leaves you speechless right there, looking at the crowd. I mean, our student section was packed, and they were yelling. We couldn't even hear each other talking. I mean, that's just, it pumped us up. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it was really exciting, you know. Came out nervous, but started to get a few shots, and we just kept rolling.
You know, obviously there was a lot of emphasis being put on the fact that we had to come out ready to play. You know, I thought, and I challenged our guys in the locker room pregame, I thought they played a lot harder than us at their place. I don't think it was an execution thing. We missed shots. It's hard to win when you don't make shots, but I thought they played a lot harder than we did down there. So I kind of challenged our guys, you know, whether shots go in or we execute on offense, let's just play harder than them. You know, it's senior night. You got a big crowd. You know, you got a chance to finish second in the league, you know, be runner-ups in the league. And I know preseason and even after the first, you know, 6-7 games of the season, there's a lot of people outside the locker room that didn't think that was possible, you know, because of how we were playing early on. And I told them there's a lot to play for, you know, and I think, you know, we're going to move up in the rankings with the draw coming this weekend. So I thought, you know, I challenged them that, you know, if we win tonight, we probably host a sectional title game and can be here to cut, you know, possibly cut down nets on our home floor, or we're going to have to travel somewhere, you know, to do that. So I said, it's up to you, whether we're on the road for an hour or an hour and a half, or if we're playing at home. So, you know, execution-wise, I thought we did really well for about 3 1/4 of a quarter. The last 5.5 minutes were a little sketchy. You know, I think we were up at one point 48 to 25. I think we were up 23, and then I think they might have went on a 20-0 run or something like that. Called 3 or 4 timeouts, trying to stop the bleeding. And you know, I told them that our MO is not being conservative. You know, and I thought we were being really conservative, afraid to make mistakes, and they were capitalizing on that. Thought we did a really good job for about 3 quarters on Gonzales and Hoffee. Then they scored some buckets there in the 4th quarter when they made their run. But overall, just really pleased with our effort, you know, and our mindset that we handled coming into the game. And that's kind of hard to do when you have 16, 17, 18-year-old guys.
I mean, he was emphasizing just us pushing the ball, and because I mean, they're a pretty good half-court defensive team, and I mean we knew that, and so that's why we were trying to push it, and we were trying to get up and like on defense and just continue our energy and feed off the crowd and just continue what we were doing in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, like he said, he wanted to push the ball. He also wanted more effort. He loves effort.
Yeah, I don't know if you could have heard it on the broadcast or up in the stands, but we got some barkers, we got some dogs down here that bark and hoot and holler and stuff. So when somebody goes on a run like that, it's pretty cool. You know, they do it for Lincoln, obviously, but when somebody else can do it, it's big for us. I joked at halftime that Braylen Murphy was playing the Lincoln Mallarnee spot last year. You know, Lincoln was having to slice and dice and all that Jackson did last year, kick it to the wide open guy in the corner and hit 3 threes in a row. And the roles were reversed a little bit, but Murphy's more than capable of doing that. And even at the end of the game, you know, we're up 2, we're up 3, we're up 5 or 4. You know, Murphy took 2 or 3 shots in the corner, and I know a lot of coaches might be saying, you know, bring the ball out, slow it down, but yeah, that's his shot, you know, and that's our offense. The only thing is our guys on the backside weren't getting back on defense. That was more of my the thing that was in my crawl a little bit, but you know, just really pleased with, you know, getting a big win here against Minerva, finishing 2nd in the league, and you know, having some momentum, winning 7-9 and to end it right here. So.
I think once we settled down and finally got the ball across half court at least once, we were fine. But yeah, they definitely started heating up and made it interesting. But you know, luckily we came out with the dub, and it's just good stuff.
Yeah, you just got to tune out everyone else and just play basketball. Yeah. If you score, crowd's going crazy, you're fine.
Yeah. And that's what I knew he was at 13 for a while there in the 2nd and 3rd quarter, and I joked with one of the referees because we had talked about, you know, if there's a stop, if he gets to 32, can we have a stoppage? And he said absolutely and stuff. So I made a joke with the official there in the 3rd quarter, midway through the 3rd, he only had 13, and then obviously he went on his little run at the end, and he goes, I don't know, coach, he might get there. But it will come. You know, his big thing is, you know, he'd love to get that, but he wants to win. You know, and us winning right now and playing as a team is big. I think that will come in time. You know, good good things come to those who wait, and he'll get there when he needs to get there.
I'd say it's been in my mind all week. I mean, if you watch the film, I come out chucking, and which is good and bad in a game like this because, you know, obviously it was a great team win. I mean, this kid caught fire. I mean, it was about time. But, yeah, it was definitely in the back of my mind.
Well, I would like to say I kept him calm, but I was not happy over there. But that's kind of, we live in chaos. That's kind of our MO. Even last year, you know, we practice like that. We play like that because that's the environment you're going to get into. You know, I just said, you know, called those timeouts and said, we got to do our jobs. You know, guys that are supposed to rebound need to rebound. Guys that are supposed to get back need to get back. Guys that are supposed to be handling the ball need to take care of the ball. You know, and I challenged them to do their jobs. You know, and they're more than capable of doing it. They just weren't doing it. And then I said, when all else fails, let's get the ball to 5 and make sure the ball's in his hands because I know he's going to make free throws and I know he's going to make a good decision. And that was after he made kind of a bad decision. And, you know, he turned it over here and gave him a run out to, I think, make it 2. But we trust that guy. You know, he's earned that right. We want to get the ball in his hands, let him make a play. And I think he made that little take to the basket there to pull us out to 4 and then obviously made some free throws at the end.
Well, obviously the first half, we have a pretty tough schedule this year, but I mean, it's nothing to complain about. It just makes you better. And I think once we got our first win underneath our belt, we started playing together and as a team and more and just overall being better. And I think we're just trying to even add on to it each and every day leading up to the tournament.
Yeah, we're trying to get as far in the tournament as we can. That's about it.
You know, I just kind of want to get your input.
Yeah, you know, I'm a bit. I love when people doubt us or me or our guys. You know, I thrive in that role. You know, it gives me a little bit of an edge, and it gives our guys a little bit of an edge. So we knew where we were at. You know, it wasn't a great start. You know, but we knew that we'd be home on the second half of the season. We knew that we'd get our second turn on some of these teams, and we were going to learn. You know, we had a young team. I knew we were going to learn. And you know, obviously his goal is to compete with a really good Indian Valley team here on the 20th. I think they're going to be the 2 seed probably in our district, you know, and we're going to probably be around the 9 seed, I would say. And if that's the case, we'd love to have a sectional title game here. Cut down the net, put another number up on the board, and then continue to play on into March. You know, and the way we're playing right now, I really like our chances of doing all that. But we got to continue to work hard and practice and finish games.